These are antiques. These are mantiques. Antique, mantique. These guys sell mantiques. This is their store.
We're bringing stuff every day, in and out, in and out, in and out. We're shaking and baking.
These are their customers.
Give me the rundown on the GMC.
This lived in a bar in Ghent in Belgium.
Follow Jim and Jeff from 9 to 5 or after hours as they buy, sell, and restore the coolest stuff for the coolest collectors worldwide.
Key called me from Replay this morning and was telling me that everyone really enjoyed the Rockola piece, but she said that she would really love the readership to learn something new about a device that people maybe didn't know about. And quite frankly, before I met you, I didn't know what a trade stimulator was.
Well, guess what, my friend? Today is a treat for the readers and you. This place is full of beautiful trade stimulators, and Roger knows a bunch about them. So come on, man, let's go check
Fantastic.
it out. No, it's locked.
Didn't speakeasies have some kind of secret way to get in, like?
I think that's it. Nice. Let's go.
Hey,
Hey, Roger, how you doing?
Good to see you, man.
Hey, thanks for having us over,
Yeah, you're
brother.
welcome.
You know, I brought that upright mech that you're going to work on for me.
Oh yeah, the Dewey.
Yeah, lovely, right? And we just wanted to ask you a few questions about trade stimulators
Sure.
today.
Well, trade stimulators, just by their definition, they stimulated trade of the product. Usually the ones I collect are related to tobacco, cigars, this type of thing. It'd be a gambling machine or some type of device that would stimulate the person's interest and then it's often a token, or the bartender would in fact give you a reward in cigars or in tokens, which could allow you to buy merchandise at that particular business. Some vended tokens and some didn't vend anything at all as far as coins. They simply gave the bartender the option of giving you a reward in tokens or in product. If you got a certain poker hand, for instance, so many cigars would be given to the player if he got the right hand. So they were on the counters in cigar stores and in saloons and in bars turn of the century. That was very popular then. Every store, even ice cream parlors, had a cigar counter, which is kind of funny today, you think about it, but they were sold cigars in lobbies and bars. I mean, tobacco products were very popular at the turn of the century, and these machines tagged right along with that interest. And some machines themselves made money, not just the product that was sold by the stimulation of trade, but the machine itself was taking in revenue. In fact, the early companies would advertise that, made $2.48 this week in pennies, and so that was part of it too. The machine themselves generated money on their own besides stimulating the product sales. Mm-hmm. A lot of them came and went, and the big companies bought them up. Once they invented a machine that was exciting, it was popular, Cayley or Mills would come in there and buy up the patent and take the machine and then put their own name on it and market it.
How did this all start? I mean, 1800s. Who came out? Did a salesman come out? Can you kind of give us an idea?
That's
of how it happened?
my opinion. In the 1890s, and a lot of these were small companies. A guy would manufacture a machine, or either he or maybe have a personnel, but a person would work for him would come out, and they'd just go to the bar and here's my machine and show it, or maybe put it on trial. And that was probably the
Traveling salesman.
Yeah, that was the beginning of getting these things out. And then once the company got big, they would market with catalogs. They're very sought after, the early catalogs that illustrate these machines, and those would be mailed out. And beer distributors and liquor distributors carried a lot of this product in their catalogs. You'll see the back pages. These machines are available for your bar. So if you're buying liquor, you had the liquor catalog, you'd turn the back page, they can buy these machines. And then Brunswick was a big manufacturer of bars. A lot of times they'd have machines available in their catalog. Albert Pick was another manufacturer and distributor of bar products, and they would carry lines of these machines. So the word got out in the industry through these publications and catalogs. You could either buy the machine outright, or you could put it in on a profit share. There'd be a 50-50 or 60-40, whatever they worked out. Or it could be leased for a certain amount. There was, I'm sure, a million ways. Maybe the guy would give you the machine and take it out in liquor. Who knows? But the trade stimulators are also, they parallel with gambling, because it was really gambling. you were actually gambling. It was kind of getting around the gambling laws, but we give you a token so you can go buy a mint or you can buy a cigar, but in all reality, it was gambling.
It was straight up gambling.
Yeah,
That's
but
right.
they're early coin-operated gaming devices, and the prices, like I say, they can vary depending on if there's a rarity, and if a collector doesn't have it, and there's two of them butt head-to-head in a sale or an auction, it could go crazy, and it has.
Did any of those early designs migrate into some more? I mean, can pinball take any credit for borrowing some of those designs, some of the early
Well, I
things?
guess in a way, the pin board machines, the drop penny, they were vertical, so the penny would go down by gravity, whereas a pinball machine, of course, is horizontal. But it's going through obstacles of pins and obtrusions that, deflect the ball. So it's probably a spin-off from it, but
What ended them? What stopped them?
I think a lot of the laws, the gaming laws, the do-gooders would come into towns and say, we got to clean up this liquor and gambling. And then when Prohibition came in, that put a major dent in it because all the saloons were closed down and off went the gambling at the same time.
And that was right in the heat of it, right? In the 30s. That's when it
Well,
was
the 20s,
huge.
Prohibition, 1919 up until 32. So during Prohibition, there was any gambling was undercover. There would be. That was when the three-wheeler came into vogue, and the early floor model machines and the trade simulators were pretty much out by that point. And then in the 30s, trade simulators came back in. They were made of aluminum, and they weren't as ornate as the earlier ones. And then the three-wheel slot machine was king in the 30s, and still is today in an electronic variety.
So Roger, listen, thanks for having us over, and for all of the readers at Replay Magazine and our Mantiques Network followers, this trade stimulator piece is going to be fantastic for them, as well as I need some more books. I sold out of books.
You're in luck. I have a copy to show you here, American Saloons, pre-Prohibition photographs.
And you know what's beauty about this is it's just full of trade stimulators and slot machines. This is just a fantastic
Yeah, these are
book.
all unpublished photos, ever before shown, of early gambling machines and interiors of saloons.
Exactly. It's going to give everybody an opportunity to see what they can purchase.
We'll load you up a couple of cases out in the truck.
Let's do it.
You got it.
I stepped on his tail. He's a good boy.
Hey, Rocco, want a drink? Milk? What do you need? Huh?